desert. My Arrakis. My Dune.
Yo, yo, we are in. What did I just lose sound? Oh, that's why. There we go. We're in. My stream deck went funky on me. I hit the wrong button. We're in, everyone. We are in. Let me get over to the old Discord and get us in the chariot. And get a message over to my compadre. We're doing an evac day, guys. We're moving our stuff early because we're gonna be at work tomorrow. Let's see here from Deep Desert. We got everything cleared out almost. Let me get over and get on there we go. My compadre. I did a mass evac earlier, one run already. But we're going to continue. We're almost actually cleared out. Then we're going to do some fun stuff. I'll be on for a little bit, couple hours here, guys. Couple hours. Let me know who's in the chat here. So I'm going to be loading some stuff here. Which... Got some... See, we got the dirt aluminums. I'm trying to get the heavy metals and the spice and all that spice out first, so we'll get that over. Spice sand, malongi. See here, we'll get that over. Boom. Okay, we got room. We still got some room. Here's all of the sand crawler. We'll see what else we got left in here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take. Wow, look at all that stuff. Just look at that. Look how that fills up, dude. Oh. I'm gonna collapse this items over. Oh, I'm filled up. That works. Is that metal I got out of that? Guess not. Look at all his gear here, dude. We could sell a lot of this stuff, dude. I think we're not the only... Oh, dude, we gotta move all this... Oh, look at all that. Titanium. Just look at it. Wow, that's taking up a lot. We're filled up, guys. That's one run. Wow. I could take a little... Oh, goodness. That is nuts. We actually need to get a refueling real quick. Okay, let's just take something out. Real quick, let's refuel this bad boy. We're good. And I'll grab the rest of that. Better stick it over in this one. Wow. We are full. Yeah, he passed us earlier in the, I don't think we're the only people moving stuff. Real quick, before I take off, I gotta do this real quick. real quick like. Make sure to throw a like on the YouTube. Oh, there you go. Lumber Dance here. Here for hey. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we got. Now the place is pretty much collapsed down to the containers, but it's all materials and raw materials and other gear. We're moving back and forth now. So if you want to come grab stuff out of there, and we're moving into that. Most of that we're moving to the border base, and then once we get it all to the border base, we're gonna figure out what's going where. And I think most of the deep desert stuff is gonna stay here, and then I think we're gonna figure if we're gonna make some tier 6 stuff in Haga or not. But that might be what we do this next week, is just make a complete deep desert resource gathering situation. Make a smaller footprint, still a decent sized base, but very smaller footprint as far as just spice, refinery, large refiner, and then the chemical factory, the advanced one. I think that's where it's, and storage, and we're just gonna do stravidium, titanium, and shipwreck runs and all kind of stuff. I don't think we're gonna bring as much manufacturing in there this time, and make a little bit of a smaller base, consolidate the power, a little more streamlined is what we're looking at, I think, for next week. Yeah, because this week we're not able to get on enough to really. That base is just too much work now to move out of there. And I think maybe we should start moving components out of there during the week back to Haga instead of waiting until the end of the week. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go. Okay, let's fix. Let me get this going here real quick, guys. Okay, details. Alrighty. Got it. I wish it would like auto sense it somehow, but oh well. All right, we're gonna go now. We are going now. We're in. Let's go. Let me go up a little higher here. Whoa. What the heck just happened there? My button wasn't I was trying to hit Q key to stop the boost and it wouldn't go. It was like sticking or something. Now for the nice trudge back. The nice trudge back to Haga. I got a couple hours to do this, and then I gotta go. We're gonna barbecue again today. So I gotta go pick up some charcoal. We gotta figure out what we're gonna focus on. We expanded the second guild base, and then are we gonna focus on just getting resources next week in Deep Desert, or what? What are we gonna do? Because making that big base, dude, that's too much work. I mean, for a couple of us playing every day, they either expand the guild and have some. I'm doing this daytime stuff now, so I need to change my schedule on Switch. I'm not doing the night times anymore, guys. So basically, my wife found out that I'm actually making money on this channel now. She's just like, go make more. I'm like, oh, okay. Not a lot, but I made my second $100 on here on YouTube. Wow, I'm rich. I'm rolling into it, guys. Maybe I should try to get a sponsor or something going. I am a pretty clean channel for the most part, as far as there's no controversies and stuff. So like basically, I should be able to get anything, anybody to. I don't know, how do you apply for something like that, like energy drink or whatever? I don't know. I see people doing all the time. Or razors. Get your razor set. I don't care. I'm up below that or above that stuff. Hey man, my goal is to switch to doing this as my real job one day, doing stuff. And then of course, this channel I've mentioned before, eventually I'll do a little when Star Citizen comes out, I'll play that on here too. Because it's kind of Dune adjacent in a little bit of a way, but I plan on making this depending on how popular when that comes out. Ooh, there he is. That worm right there. I love Star Citizen, and I love No Man's Sky, and I love Elite Dangerous. So, I don't know if you guys... I've mentioned this before in previous streams, but space sims are really my bread and butter as far as what I played before off stream. What I've been playing for years. The Wing Commander games from the 90s. The best Star Wars game ever made, TIE Fighter. That TIE Fighter combat sim, that's the best Star Wars game hands down that's ever been made. And somebody was remaking it, I think, but I'm surprised they haven't remastered that like they did with they have that Steam remastered whatever it is, Dark Forces, which is like, that's probably one of also the better Star Wars games out there, Dark Forces. Of course, you have the Knights of the Old Republic, which is cool. I didn't like number 2 as much. What's everybody's favorite Star Wars game? I used to love Rebel Assault. Remember the full motion video ones on Sega CD? I've played every Star Wars game out there. But if you haven't played TIE Fighter, it's like the best Star Wars game, dude. So good. It's a combat flight simulator. You have missions, like you go, like the Rebel cruisers are trying to escape Hoth, and it's old game from the 90s. It's great. Dude, I wanted to like that Outlaws game. It's just, the characters are just so bland. The ship was bland. Like when you're infiltrating those bases and doing the stuff against the Empire, it's kind of cool. I like that open world kind of ness to it, but like, I don't know, I can't even tell you the character's name off the top of my head. And I played hours on that game. The girl, I couldn't tell you her name right now. No idea. Should have been a Han Solo game with Chewbacca and your ship is the Millennium Falcon. It's that simple. Or they could have made it a Lando game when he still owned it. Like, it's just, I don't know what Disney's doing, dude. I really don't understand. I have my rants about this, you guys know. The problem with Fallen Order to me is just kind of not open world enough for me. And then, yeah, I've been playing. Oh, Fabby's here, dude. Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I've played that. I was an alpha tester on that game, so I bought in early. It was like $300, way back when 2013. I think when that game was in development, and then I bought in. So I played the very first like dogfighting module. They had one where you just fly around, and then they had a dogfighting module on Elite Dangerous, and then finally I saw from the beginning of development. I played all the way up, and I got like the freaking best Corvette and all that stuff for now. I kind of stopped playing. It became a real grind. And then the graphics aren't quite as up to par anymore. But they're adding base settlement building now. Apparently, when that comes, I might play again. Yeah, I play Elite Dangerous. I have a pretty substantial character in that game. You can't walk around the ship though, which is kind of a bummer. It wasn't supposed to be a game like that originally. Wait, oh, I went back into Haga. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. I'm in a deep desert. Oops. You guys are probably, what the hell is he doing? You got me talking Elite Dangerous. That was like my favorite game for years. And then I had the Star Citizen early buy-in. I had the first hangar module where all you could do is walk around it. And then you bought the ship. I played Star Citizen for years, since the beginning of it. I'm talking when you first had that first hangar module available. I've been playing that game. It's the problem with it. It's alpha still, right? And my problem with Star Citizen is that you can play, grind, and then they update it and you lose all your money. So it's just kind of like right now, I stopped playing until it's either beta, where you don't have your money wiped anymore, if they're even going to do that. I'm not going to grind that game out just to restart it again. Which kind of happened to me too with this game in the closed beta. I kind of slowed down a little bit on it after a certain point. Because the closer it got to this release, I was like, okay, I'm not going to waste all this time on the closed beta and then just have to start over. That was brutal, dude, during the creator weekend and then the beta weekend. I was like doing it all over again. I couldn't say nothing to you guys because I've played it over and over, the intro, and I was like, oh my god. It was driving me nuts starting over like that. I had played the beta, the closed beta, since right before February I got access. And then I played for like 3 weeks straight, and then then we went on our trip to Europe. Went to Europe, so I didn't play it for like 2 weeks. And I got an email too saying, hey, we noticed you're not playing as much anymore, from like an automated email. I was like, oh, and I wrote back a little survey. I was like, oh, don't worry, I'm on vacation. I'm actually going, and I wrote a whole little thing in there. I'm going to visit Funcom. Which dude, I promised to make that video and I still haven't. So I kind of changed my idea of it. I'm gonna do the whole entire trip. It's gonna end up being kind of like a travel video. Like, here's our trip to Europe and then our whole journey from like airport to like, I changed it just to like walking around Norway or Oslo. That's all I was gonna do originally. And then I was like, well, I should make it fun. So like, I'm basically gonna redo it and make us at the airport, traveling all the way to Germany, checking out Germany, and then going to Amsterdam, showing that, and then, hey, now we're getting on the plane to Oslo, and then flying from that to a whole little adventure video of it. And then of course there'll be the Funcom stuff. The bad part was I didn't get the film. I couldn't film in their video. I couldn't take pictures in the office. But I took out stuff outside, and then, dude, that was so funny in Norway. It was like every single person there spoke perfect English, better than the United States. It's like, excuse me, in a gas station, excuse me, do you speak English? But of course. And you're like, whoa. They have like a good education system over there, I think. I like the U.S. You got people that don't even know what 4th of July is over here. You ever seen those man on the street videos? Who did we fight for our independence? And they're like, Russia? Those are hilarious. It's sad. I think that's just the symptom, not a symptom, it's a, like, we have, I mean, if people go around the world, you'll realize we really get left alone here compared to other countries. So you're pretty much like the government's really intervene a lot more in your life in Europe. And then over here, you might think it does, but over here it's not as bad as what you think. And then so you really have a freedom just to be dummy, essentially what I call it. That's your so then people so so basically you just gotta pay your registration, your little taxes if you own a house, your little property tax, and that's about it. And then just follow some traffic laws and don't steal. That's all you gotta do here. And you're left alone for the most part. If you live out in a county here somewhere, some of these counties don't even, you can just trash your yard and they don't even come bug you around here, which is, I don't like that. But dude, but in Europe, dude, every little aspect of your life is like, you can't recycle. You have 5 different recycling bins, and it breaks the law if you don't put a right thing in there, and like you cannot run your certain thing on Sundays, and like I think in Italy there's some like driving rules on Sundays or something, and it's just like I don't know exactly, but Germany's got a lot of rules, dude. You cannot warm your car up in Germany legally in the winter. They go out there, turn it on while you're getting ready, and let it run. You'll get a ticket. Your neighbor will call the cops on you. Hello, the car next to me. They'll call the cops on you. That happened to me, my buddy. I came out one morning because I used to live there. I came out one morning to go drive to work, and there was a city guy going through my trash. And I was like, "Who the hell's this guy?" My trash can. You didn't recycle. He's pulling out stuff. The neighbor kids were dumping their trash in my bin. I got blamed for the non-recycling, and then I had to go see well, normally I would have got a ticket, but since I was Army, I had to go see my boss. It goes all the way down. They send it all the way up the chain, and it comes through the military side, and then you get in trouble. And I was like, "What the hell, dude?" And I had to go in front of the sergeant major, which is a big rank, and explain like, "Hey, the neighbors were dumping their trash in my thing, and I got in trouble." He's like, "Oh, okay." So I ended up not getting that trouble, but so like I had to like lock you have a little key, you lock your trash. That's how strict they're over there with that.
Weather alert. A large sandstorm.
I got another story I'll tell you guys in a minute. Yeah, they're really kind of overdue over there. But when we went there, and I have my opinions about it now because I think it's gone downhill. Which, in a weird way, it kind of keeps your country better, right? If you have those kind of rules, but it's annoying. But I don't know. We don't have any kind of laws like that, though. Could you imagine if you came out of your house and there was a city guy in your trash every week looking through your trash can? Hey, pull something out. You put that in here. Oh man. You gotta pay to use the toilets in the freeway in Germany, like $1. If you go in those gas stations, pretty much everywhere you go on the autobahn, if you pull over at a gas station and you go, "I gotta pee," and it's a little key, it's a little turnstile. You gotta put coin in there to go take a leak.
Wow. Okay, that might be a little bit too far, having to pay to use the bathroom.
Oh, you're listening? Yeah.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, I just made my way back to the deep desert here, so I'll help make some trips.
When we were in Amsterdam this time, we were in my kid wanted KFC wings, and I was like, "Dude, I was like, come on, we're in Amsterdam, let's go eat some European food." And they're like, "No, my kids, I want chicken wing." And then like basically, I was in this downtown Amsterdam, and we were in the KFC, and I went to go to the bathroom. You had to pay in the KFC. They used the bathroom. Every restaurant there in Amsterdam, you had to pay to use the bathroom. Every fast food place. The McDonald's had it too.
How it's like in the States, but normally a lot of the bathrooms, like if you're in a grocery store or some of the restaurants, they have a key to get into them. So you have to ask a waiter or something to get in. But that's more of a security issue than it is
security. They don't want you doing drugs and all this craziness in there, and homeless and freaking stealing. Or like Ross has high like thefts, like the real cheap junky secondhand clothing store in America. I don't know if they have that where you are, but it's called Ross, and it's the bottom of the barrel of like people of society go there, but we go there too. My wife likes the deals, so I'm in there and I'm like, "Can I use the bathroom?" And it's all locked. And they're like, "Well, give me a minute." So what I do whenever we go there, I just go to the next door to the Michaels, which is like Michaels is like a I don't know if they have that.
Crafts place, right?
Yeah, I go there to use the bathroom instead of waiting at Ross. I have to beg them for the key at Ross, and I'm just like, come on now. I guess they have a lot of theft. They have a loss prevention guy standing there sometimes with his little Ross outfit on. Ross, loss prevention. Well, what do? They can't do nothing to you. I mean, I guess they can just try to hold you. I saw a robbery once at a Home Depot. This is years ago, before it really got bad, 2017. And I just had surgeries. So I was still in the military. I was walking out. Like, dude, you're talking, I was 2 months away from retirement after like a 20-year career. So I'm like basically being careful not to get carjacked and whatever. And we live in that city was bad. It's Columbus, Georgia. Don't ever move there. It has a big army base, a famous one, but then like the city itself is a piece of junk. It's the second largest city in Georgia, and it's like an hour and a half south of Atlanta. You never heard of it, but it's the second largest city population-wise of Georgia. It's the biggest piece of junk city. And I was walking out of Home Depot, and then I was in a uniform, and then I see this lady trying to grab this guy, and he's like, they're all young, and she's like, and then he's pulling these axes out of his pants, like the entire of these axes, like the length. I don't know how long they were. He had like freaking 6 of them stuffed down his pants. Like, how the hell? He had these baggy jeans on, and he had them stuffed down in the leg. He's pulling them out and throwing them. Plink, 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 plink. They're clanking on the ground, and I'm like, what the hell? And she's trying to grab this guy, and I'm like, let go of him. It's not worth it. I'm like, dude, this guy could be nuts. He could like turn around and hit you with the axe or something. And I'm thinking there like, shit, I can't tackle this guy. I'm in a boot from surgery. And I'm like, dude, I'm not dying 2 months before I retire. I was like, let him go. Dude, you hear horror stories about dudes getting shanked and stabbed by trying to stop crime, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not risking that. It ain't my property either. Now, if it was my stuff and my family, I'd be a different story. But it's Home Depot's crap. I don't care. Yeah, that lady could have got hurt. Some skinny dude. Why would you make your loss prevention? Why would you make your loss prevention person at your big chain store a small little lady? What the heck is she gonna do? If she's like a short little lady, she could have got hurt. I don't know what these places are thinking sometimes. I don't know. My little rant stories there. Oh, there was a robbery. We were in the Dollar General. No, it was Dollar General, or was it Dollar? There's Dollar General, and what's the other one? Family Dollar, and there's another one.
Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree. I think it was Dollar General we're in. The first day, get a load of this. This is 2013. The first day there, back from Germany, my wife, had to move back to the States. And my wife had family went with me, obviously, from Germany. The very next day, we get there. And then my wife, I'm going to go to the Dollar General. I'm like, oh, you sure? In this neighborhood? Yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm like, that one. I'm like, okay. We go in there. It gets robbed while we're in it. It gets robbed when we're in the store. And I'm like, crap. And then we go out. Finally, the cops show up. We were kind of in the back of the store. And so the manager jumps out. Ha-ha! What are you doing here? We just got robbed. We gotta get in here. I thought I heard commotion up there in the front. We had a shopping cart and everything. And then, so you need to leave now. I was like, oh, okay. So we just left our stuff. My wife's pregnant too at this point with my second kid. We walk out, and as we're walking out of the doors, 2 cops, beep, 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 they pull up. And I'm like, okay, let's go. We just walked past them to our rental car ahead. And then, my wife, we get in the van, or we had this rental van thing we had. She looks at me like, what the for? My wife has a thick accent. What kind of for shit country you take me? I was like, welcome to America.
Well, yeah, I think you mentioned before that your wife is from Russia, I believe you said?
Well, originally, she's German citizen. And all like this stuff, but
nice.
It's funny. What for a shit country you take me? I still think about that story all the time. My wife is a character, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think part of the theft and stuff has gotten a lot worse.
COVID made it go crazy.
And
lax policing.
Lack of human at the tills. Like they have that auto till, so you can bring in a banana for a flat screen TV or whatever, and like just walk out with that. Like,
well, AI will take care of that. And then what will happen if it gets too bad? I think now that they're realizing, well, they're shut stores down in the really bad areas. Like they'll shut a store down. Yeah. I'm sorry, Walgreens, we're going out of business. We're leaving this neighborhood, and that's what they're gonna do. Didn't they shut down some? They shut down Targets in like San Francisco, Targets and neighborhood WalMarts, and they just closed, gone.
Yeah, we don't.
Dude, they closed.
I'm up here, but
I'm from the Bay Area originally, and so I was out there at Christmas, but back home, I'm from like that area, Bay Area, Napa Valley, Sacramento, Fairfield, all that stuff. I was born there, out there, grew up there. But then Oakland, they closed their In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, the most popular burger chain in the West Coast. Maybe, I mean, some people might argue that, but I think it's the best. I think it's the best burger chain out there. I love the In-N-Out Burger. But then they closed the one in Oakland because all the people would come out, the workers come out at night and get robbed and carjacked and robbed as they're leaving work. So basically, they had no choice, and then they closed. In-N-Out Burgers don't close. They're never not profitable. There's not one In-N-Out Burger that doesn't make more than its profit. And they had to close it because of crime. Because people, I think some people got killed out there. Oakland's bad. That's all. But it's always been kind of bad. California went downhill, but I think they're starting.
Unfortunately, I haven't had an In-N-Out Burger before.
It's the best burger.
I've been to the States twice, so I haven't had too many chances for that. But burger chain I do like, and I think they do originate from the States, is Five Guys.
Five Guys is good. Too expensive though.
I really enjoy. Yeah, they are a little.
You go In-N-Out doesn't have that kind of price. It's cheap.
Oh really? Okay. That would
and I think it's better.
Factor for it, yeah.
You get a trip. You can get a double, but you get a triple. I get a triple with extra cheese. So I make the triple, whatever you want to call it, and then I get extra cheese, and then the fries, and you can get a shake, dude. I mean, it's great. They're making a they're gonna have, not near me, but a little bit near us. They're gonna be making one in Tennessee. Finally, they're gonna have it In-N-Out in Nashville. That place is booming, dude. Tennessee, and there's a city south of Tennessee where all the rich people live, and they're getting the In-N-Out Burger. South of Nashville, I should say. That place is booming. This whole area, this whole Tennessee Valley, it's freaking, everyone's flooding here to move here because all the jobs and all. It's becoming the big tech hub. I don't know if people realize that out here. This whole region is becoming the new mini southern Silicon Valley. Where I live, we have Facebook. They have freaking giant Amazon distribution centers, data centers. That's all getting put in down here where I live. Yeah, everyone's trying to move here, and they don't have the infrastructure for it. So all the houses freaking they're building all these like small mini houses here now to sale, and then condos. And no one can afford to live in the city limits like I live in the city limits. And then I got in right before everything skyrocketed, dude. So the day I closed on my house, it skyrocketed in equity. And then within like a year, I was like, basically, oh crap, I guess I'm never moving here. Because now I can't, I don't want to. If I sold this house and bought another one, my mortgage would double to buy a house smaller than this that's new. So I'm kind of stuck in this interest rate now. So it's kind of a pain. So people are kind of stuck in where they're living right now. And I have a brand new house, so there's no reason to really leave. But if I had to get another job somewhere that was offering me some big bump or something, I'd have to probably take it, I guess. But I don't really want to go somewhere. I get job offers all the time to go to Colorado, and I'm like, no, I'm not going there. I'm good. Too expensive. As soon as you start leaving west of here, it just goes up and up and up and up. All the housing, because it's nuts. My friend at work wants to move back to New Mexico, and he's like, I can't move back. It's too expensive.
Yeah, that's sort of the situation that my girlfriend's family was in. She's originally from Toronto area, and Toronto and Vancouver are
up with the spice.
Huge spikes in prices. So they had to move out to the west side of Canada and got a very, very affordable duplex. And yeah,
British, where it's colder and more trees, like miles of trees.
We're in Alberta, so yeah, a bunch of trees, a little bit of rolling hills. We got a little bit of the Rockies on the west side, so the mountains. So it's a beautiful area. It does get a little chilly in the winter. I think the coldest we had last winter was like a minus 55 or something, but that only stays for a few days, and then it goes to like minus 20 for the rest of the month. So.
Ooh, nice and warm.
Yeah.
Dude,
nice
we'll get like snow one day a year, rather, maybe.
Well, in Florida, didn't you guys get snow like last year or 2 years ago, and the power outage?
We don't get the power outage where I live.
It's awesome.
Some places do. But they don't take care of the roads though, because it's too expensive to like basically salt and sand everything for one day.
Plow them. Yeah.
You stay home from work. It's nice. I got my own salt. I fell down my driveway one year. Oh, we had a guy, Proto Starry. He plays the same games. Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen. I wish I could play that much as he does. I want to go to Canada again. I want to go up to there's this place way up there. The famous story, like what's that? There's like a valley people go to in the old days that they never came back, they're never seen again. Like they're looking for gold or whatever.
Oh, the gold rush, yeah.
Well, there's like a valley up there where you can't get to. It's remote to get in, and then there's this. Every prospect team that went up there would never be seen again.
Yeah, that's in northern BC and the Yukon area. It's not in the province.
What were they getting killed by? Just starving and then bears and Indians getting them, or what? Natives, or was it all just?
Yeah, and depending on the weather, how that valley's shaped. If it gets rained, the valley like floods.
Oh, I see. I don't think people realize how dangerous wolves are too.
They're crazy.
Because you're allowed to carry guns and stuff in those areas, right? Even though there's gun laws in Canada.
Yeah, but you have to have your license, of course, to have the gun, and it has to be one of the couple legal firearms you can have. But yeah, you can carry them around for self-defense for wildlife purposes, not for human purposes, but wildlife purposes.
Oh, so if you're out, so let's say you live out there, and then someone tries to rob your property, you can't shoot them.
No, you can't.
What if they're attacking you? We use a bow and arrow?
Yeah, you can use a bow and arrow.
Well, that's so stupid.
But you can also, there's like less mild intervention tools, like you can get bear spray and other tools that you can, more deterrence than elimination tools, but you can do stuff like that.
I wouldn't want to kill a bear. I'd be kind of feel bad.
They're I have like all my hunting licenses and stuff, and I've harvested a couple bears and some deer and some elk and some moose and stuff.
Well, I mean, like, not if I was hunting it directly, like I'm hunting, looking for. That's the difference. No, I'm saying like if I had to like kill one that just happened to be running at me, I was like, oh man, idiot, you should have. Like I feel that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They have small little black bears that we are, dude. They're like, people freak out, dude, because they'll have one going through a neighborhood on camera, and they'll be like, oh my god, it's a black bear. They'll be like, dude, the thing's like a freaking raccoon. You can probably hit it and it'll run away from you. Dude, look up Gatlinburg, Tennessee, if you ever get bored. Look up black bear at It's Sugar Candy store. They'll walk right downtown and go to the candy store, and he's eating the gummies. It's great.
No way, really.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, whatever. It's Sugar Bear or whatever. That's the name of a candy store chain here in the U.S. It's Sugar. It's hilarious.
Yeah, the bears are a little bit bigger up here. Well, we have the
Oh,
black
yeah.
bears, but we also have the grizzly bears. And
Oh, the
technically
grizzly.
in Canada, we have the polar bears too, but they're not in this area.
They're way up north, right? Dude, you ever see the videos of like those guys go out there in those cages to videotape the polar bears, and the thing's just trying to get in there and eat them?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a big bear.
I think polar bears are one of the few animals that actually actively hunt humans, like a direct source of food.
Yes.
They know what we are. We know, hey, there's that human again. Let's get him.
Yep.
That's like one of the few animals that knows that we're a hunting source.
Yeah, a prey species.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the black bears and grizzly bears, they're curious. Like they'll snoop around your trash and like visit your campsite and stuff, but they won't go for you.
I mean, even a grizzly, I've seen the ones where they're sitting on like a beach in Alaska or something, and like
Yeah.
just a grizzly mama with 2 cubs just walk right past these people and ignore them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, you don't dare make a move.
Yeah, like as long as you don't like appear threatening, right? Like if you're.
You know what's more dangerous, dude? The boar hogs. You ever seen like these hunters hunting those boar hogs? And like, I saw a video where they're like, I think they're Japanese or Korean people, or I'm not sure. They were hunting, and then like basically, they're like, oh, they're talking, and all of a sudden, and then like basically, like 100 freaking pigs are charging at them. They're just taking them out one at a time. Doosh, doosh, doosh. They're charging them.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many wild boars up here. I don't know if our climate's too well suited for them. I've seen one. That's all I've seen. So they're not up to the point of having a full. Do they have litters? I think because they're pig species.
Oh, dude, they multiply. They multiply like nothing. Like that's why they're an invasive species here down here we are. I think you can hunt them here all year long. Shoot, in Texas they're allowed to like frickin' trap them and hunt them from helicopters with miniguns and all kinds of crap.
Oh.
You ever seen those videos?
I know they did some of that stuff in Australia.
Look up like Texas minigun helicopter boar hog hunting.
Okay.
Well, they're not from the U.S. They're not indigenous. They got brought in, back in the
wars. Yeah.
And they just tear up everything: fields, yards, kill other animals. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if there's a limit, but you can hunt them all year long here, and you're allowed to just take them out, trap them. You ever seen the big giant spring traps for those things?
Yes, like the big teeth on them. Yeah.
They expand out and they trap a whole bunch of them at the feeder, the lure. I guess they just go in and shoot them all. I don't know how they do it afterwards, but I wasted so much time ranting about In-N-Out Burger. Now I'm behind. I could go for one right now, dude. I do want to take my kid up there to Canada one day and go up to the glacier park where my dad took me when I was little.
It is. We have a lot of very, very beautiful scenery up here. It is nice.
Oh yeah, I mean it's one of the best natures you're gonna see.
Yeah.
I love Northern California. They got good camping, dude. That's it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get some more. I ran out of weight here.
This is a nice base. The one you guys have right on the north side here.
Let me go back and I'm gonna consolidate this stuff instead of doing it like this, because I think I have room to like. Wow, we got so much components here. I gotta figure this out. I can't get any more slots in here. I guess I'm just gonna have to just suck it up and do it like I was gonna do. I'm full up, dude, on components. Wow. Oh, this is gonna take like massive trips, dude.
Well, I already made one chip. I have.
I'll be faster this time. I won't rant and rave about burgers and crimes that I've witnessed. Actually, I got the worst crime that ever happened to me was actually in Europe. I got pickpocketed in Germany, in East Germany. I got pickpocketed at a metal concert. I was in a mosh pit. They got my wallet. I felt the hand in the back of my pocket and everything. I was like, oh, I was trapped. I couldn't do anything. And then the sad part was we were about to my kid's back there. The sad part was I was about to deploy and they stole my ID card, my military ID card. In 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we were about to deploy. So it was an ordeal to get a new card. You got to go to the MPs. You got to file a stolen thing, and luckily it was actually really stolen, because you're better off if it was just lost. You get in a little bit more trouble. If it was stolen, they want to kind of know, and it's like, hey, I got stolen, robbed, and they're, oh shoot, okay. So I had to claim it, get a new one. A lot of security issues with foreigners getting a military ID card in Europe. If you can imagine.
Right, I have to carry one chip of stuff. I'll make my way back up a bit. Yeah, with 2 of us going, I think we'll be able to get this done quite quick.
I won't lollygag this time like I was. I get distracted. This must be the most boring live stream ever. I'm just moving. I'm basically taxiing things back and forth.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about stuff, so.
I got a bunch of people watching. What the heck?
Yeah, what, 10
they have
people,
a. They got a burger place here called Freddy's Burgers. It sucks out here though. But I've been to ones that are good. But for whatever reason, the ones in my town, they're just not good. And then they have Culver's, which is a good burger place.
I'm not familiar with those two names.
I think
are they bigger chains or are they local places?
They're chains. I think Culver's is a pretty good burger too. One of the best burgers I ever had was in Oklahoma City. It was called the Garage Burger. So if anybody's ever driving through Oklahoma City, the Garage, the burger, that's the name of it. They got great burgers there, and these truffle fries.
Oh, but if you do end up coming up to Canada, you definitely have to have a poutine. Fries and gravy.
Oh yeah, I think
Cheese
I've
curds.
yeah.
Fantastic.
You know, I wasn't really too impressed with the food in Amsterdam.
When you were there most recently, or?
Yeah, it wasn't all that good. No, recently. The food in Norway was... I didn't have Norwegian food. We ate like... What did we eat? They want... My family, it's like McDonald's. My kids, man. I want McDonald's. I'm like, oh, God. You gotta get out of that city, though. When I was in, like, in Oslo, it's a modernized city, so it's basically... You're not getting, like, real, true Norwegian experience there.
I'm actually not too familiar with the cuisine.
It's a lot of...
serve.
I think it's a lot of
like stews and beefs. And
I think it's a lot of fish.
A lot of fish. Okay.
You know what food does suck is in France.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. as much as I have tried, I think escargot is a French speciality. I've had that before. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, it definitely doesn't fill you up like a good steak does, that's for sure.
Germany's got great food. I like Germany. Germany's got they got all the good stuff. They got the doner kebabs, they got the German food, they got the Greek food, they got everything good. They got it all going. They got it going on over there in Europe. Italian ice cafes. Well, in Germany, anyways, specifically. And their German food's really good too, like their actual stuff. And the Chinese food over there, well, we couldn't find a good Chinese restaurant this time we went. Usually they have good, but they used to have really great Chinese food where we lived. When we lived in Germany, but we went on vacation and we couldn't find one. The best Chinese food I've had is in California. There's some great places around Sacramento area, all that. Bay Area. Down here we live, the stuff to get is Korean. The Korean and the Vietnamese, that's the good stuff down here where I live, in our area. And we have a couple Korean grills where you cook it yourself. Barbecues. I love that. Actually, that sounds good right now. Should take the family. Like an all-you-can-eat kind of thing. You fry your own bulgogi and all that, and spicy pork bulgogi and all that good stuff. That's good stuff. They have a sushi train belt thing too. You can get rolls. Yeah, Freddy's, I like it. Freddy's Burgers, but not where I live. I had one in Nashville, and it was great. It was like, oh, this is good. And then the one down where we live is like, ugh. So it's just the management. Freddy's is actually normally a good place, I think. That tends to be the kind of the trend down here in the South and the southern states is the quality varies place to place because the management, I think a lot of the time sucks down here. The quality control. Not very consistent. See it a lot. Like, what's the steak and shake? No, steak and shake. There's a steak and shake down here. I went to a steak and shake in Florida, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is good." And then I went in the one down here where we live, or our local areas. I was like, "This sucks." So it all just depends where you go. Dude, we got so much stuff, dude. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, a lot of it is like crafting components. So
yeah, I don't
eventually, when we are ready to build some stuff, I don't think we'll be short on crafting components.
We probably
We got a lot of stuff from shipwrecks and things we picked up. Heck, on my way out to the base right now, I stopped at a shipwreck. It literally fell out of the sky right in front of me, and I stopped. Got all three sides. So that's even more stuff I'm bringing back.
There we go. I might be able to build some. That's it. I'm going back for another run. Like, I need fuel though. Is there fuel here? Take one of those.
If not, we definitely have the resources for you to make fuel.
I don't. What does he have for crafting here? Does he have an advanced? No, he doesn't have an advanced.
Chemical refinery to just make the fuel cells.
We could probably build the advanced chemical right here. I don't know if we want to waste that here right now. I'll build. You can always tear it down.
Yeah. Get the materials back.
Because we have like a couple different bases here. Which base are you at?
I have my own base that I use.
Do you have access to this one?
Yeah.
The border one?
Yeah, yep. That's where I've been dropping stuff off at.
Oh, there's already some welding wire in here. we don't have an advanced. All the stuff is here now, so I don't know if. I think the goal was to. We're gonna start seeing building some tier 6 stuff back here in Haga.
Yes, yes.
So I think that's what the goal was.
So we don't need to deploy it all out to
Yeah.
the deep desert every time. As much as it's nice for the deep desert because the crafting costs are halved, but just having it more permanently established is good as well.
I repair this base here. Dude, I cannot stop playing this game. Any little free time I have, I'm getting on here. I'm playing it even off stream. When I'm just doing
Yeah,
some.
I think you were on it last night for a little bit. I saw
Yeah,
your
even
icon go green on the Discord. Yeah.
Even on menial tasks, I won't really stream it. Normally, I probably wouldn't have did this, but I wanted to get on for a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit of time on the Sunday, not too bad.
I can't get up here to heal
Do you
this.
still have to hit the Twitch, like, hit like 8 hours a week or something? I thought they had some guidelines on that.
Yeah, it's like, I think I've already hit that for July, probably already. It's like a minimum of so many hours on several different days. So you have to hit a certain amount of hours, and then you also have to hit like, you can't just do like 8 hours on one day and call it good. You still have to have days too. Like 7 different days of the month, something like that. So I think I've already hit. Well, I probably already almost hit that already. I'm not really gaining any followers on Twitch anymore. I got a lot more during launch, and now I'm not really getting any. And the big streamers are starting to dwindle out of the feed. I think Shroud is playing other stuff now.
Yeah.
So they're taking their people with them.
Oh, there's a whole sandcrawler in this chest. Okay, that's gonna be a whole nother trip to take back.
Yeah, we gotta grab that. I broke it down, or I went in here earlier and I broke a lot. I created I moved all those chests around. We gotta figure out water. I guess we can make a giant, large water cistern and start dumping water in it. We gotta go get more duraluminum. That's fine. We can get some. I made one more.
I dropped off like 500 or something in the. Oh, actually, I don't think it was 500. I think it was about 300. I think I dropped off at the base.
Oh, there wasn't a whole lot of water here. Oh, we can drop a lot of this water off in the circuit here. You know what I need to make? I need to go make another, before I do this, I need to carry a couple liter johns so I can carry water back out of there.
Yeah, the decaliter drones.
I was gonna make them, that's the question. What
Big
can
ones.
Ooh, I can't make one. Maybe I can. I can't make a decaliter. Can I make a decaliter? No, I don't. I'm missing micro. All the stuff we have, and I don't have micro sandwich fabric.
Oh, that.
Wow. And I need one more insulated fabric. That's nuts.
Can you craft insulated fabric at the advanced survival fabricator?
I don't think we have. He doesn't have one at this base. Let me see.
Oh. Because I know the advanced survival fabricator.
We're missing thermoelectric coolers, which they probably
well.
are. They're probably over there at the other.
They're in the deep desert base, yeah.
Oh, we can build a giant.
Oh, he does have space for a giant refinery.
We can build a giant refinery. He already has one ready to go. I don't want that stuff's supposed to be for our base when we go back out, but
I mean, you can always disassemble it.
yeah.
Because I think that we should have.
Oh,
bringing back tons
dude,
of that.
I just totally killed the power here.
Oh. Yeah, it uses about like 600 power or something for the.
Oh, dude, he barely has any power here.
Oh, okay. Then maybe that's why you didn't build it.
You just throw a couple. You can just throw another. You can just throw another power here, dude. Kidding me, dude? Let me turn it off. I made it guild accessible. I just shut the power off on it. Oh, we can make duraluminum, dude.
Oh, with the aluminum and jasminium, yeah.
Oh, he's got it. We can make 35. That's the water. That's the problem here right now.
Yeah, at that base now, yeah.
So we need to figure out. That's right. I'm gonna go gather some.
Well, yeah. But you don't have the decaliter, John, so you can't ship it out from the deep desert base.
I mean, I got
the deep desert base has like 300,000 something water.
$1,700 decaliter, John. 10,000. How much is this one? Oh, yeah, we gotta have those. I guess I could go make. I guess I could just get a couple of these, but it's only carrying like 1,000. It's kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Do we have death stills here?
Probably not.
Well, we'll see what I got in my inventory. Nothing. And is the ship cleared out? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna head back for another run. See what we got.
Riding peacefully all the way back. EV zone. Was it Terrain Expanse that built this base, or was it?
No, this well, Avianda built this one. Hey, McCracken, welcome to this. Drops for Twitch. I'm pretty sure the drops for Twitch are still active. I think. But it's like basically you have to do a gifted sub and all that stuff. It's on Twitch,
well,
though.
there's the building sets. You got the observer building sets, so you got a fancy floor that has lights on it.
Those are still running?
I believe so, yeah. And then, yeah, the drops are for if you do 2 gifted subs, then you get a tradies armor, essentially. But they're just cosmetics. They're not like, they're
Yeah, so McCracken on there on YouTube, you'd have to be over on Twitch to get them, though, and be linked. You'd have to have your game linked to your Twitch account. So if you want to go over and do that, you can watch. I got them active, so you can go and watch the channel.
Yeah. Well, you're multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and are you still do the TikTok thing as well?
Yeah, I'm live on TikTok right now. I have like 2 people watching. Nobody barely even on there. That shit is probably quit. Give up on that, I'm guessing. But every once in a while, I'll get a person that comes over from there.
Yeah.
TikTok, you pretty much got to be like a gym girl shaking it for the camera to get any viewers.
I don't think that's true. Well, I guess it's your YouTube shorts that said you got like 300,000.
Well, I think a lot of military stuff gets. Military stuff does good on TikTok, but they push it because of China wants to get all your information. They know who you are in the military. It's a big data farm.
I thought there were some restrictions in place around that.
They've done stuff, but
the new president was putting in place in the States.
They've tried to ban it a couple times, but
yeah.
It's I don't know legally how it all works, because I don't know if they have like legal offices / as it ran under a. I mean, the U.S. has just let so much foreign entities buy land and all kinds of crap in the U.S. So it's way out of their hands at this point. I think Costco is owned by China or something too, like the main corporation, the big giant chain store. But it's kind of too late now. They started all that in the 70s with the trade stuff, open up the trade routes and all that back, and then just I don't know the solution for all that kind of thing. What do? You literally have a company that you're reliant on, or a country that's pointing nukes at you that you're relying on for trade. So it's just like, it's a weird situation. I did make a little point to somebody, which about nuclear proliferation, was like, if we didn't have the threat of nukes, the big countries, on each other, we would have had a World War III by now. A conventional war, like World War II style. And think about it, they really do work, maybe. Preventing countries from invading each other, the big ones. Because think about it. If there was no such thing as nuclear weapons, what would stop Russia from rolling right through Europe? And then Europe's not going to stop them. Maybe now they could, but back in the 80s.
Well, I don't know even now if there's still, if that does really do much to stop them. Isn't there still that conflict?
Well, that's just because Ukraine was not a NATO. Yeah, but they didn't go after a NATO country. They went after Ukraine, which was basically the funny thing about that is they're the same people. Like my wife is basically, they try to say like they're different countries, dude. It's the same exact food, they eat everything the same. They all speak Russian. They have Ukrainian too, but because my wife is like half mixed with all that.
Yeah.
And she calls it Russia. It's funny. It's the same stuff. They do all the same exact stuff. It's like Canada and the U.S.
Yeah. Well, actually, hold up. Canada is slightly better at hockey, so you can give us that.
No, I'm just saying as far as like so similar, it's almost the same thing.
Oh.
As far as like kind of general cultures and laws and.
Well, I don't know. The free healthcare is nice. Mostly sort of free.
I have free healthcare. They have it here. You just gotta You just gotta get it different ways.
Yeah, true.
Dude, I had to call an ambulance a month or two ago. I think I've talked about that story with my kid, but the bill came in and I was like, then pay a dime. It's like $6,000 for that thing, dude. See, they get incentives over here. Retire from the military and you're good on your health care. For the whole family. Now, granted, you gotta go fight wars and stuff and do all this stuff for 20 years, but... Hey, small price of it, right? They probably kind of get a deal. They probably get a deal out of it, because they probably made trillions of dollars on the Iraq war, right? Trillions and trillions, these companies. And the government, or whatnot. On these contracts and kickbacks, right? So then I get my little tidbit disability check and my little TRICARE. So they made it. They got a deal on it, and now it's just wait for me to die, and then they don't have to pay me no more. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Iraq war was all just one big money grab at this point. Pretty common knowledge. thank old Dick Cheney for that. Yeah, clear out this box.
Yep.
Nice. What we got in here?
Oh, there's your. Oh, that's the EMF devices. You said you needed the microfabric sandwich. Okay, that's the one.
Oh, they got some over here?
No, I saw
That's it,
on
dude.
your stream here. You picked up that
Oof.
those orange components, but that's the wrong ones. It's the EMF devices, not the fabrics. For being a Fremen make.
Man, this is brutal, dude.
Oh, I'm helping you. I'm coming back. I'm making this.
No, I'm saying in general. This in general. We'll see what I can fit in here. That's other item.
Yeah, it fills up quick.
It was space plus. Did they need to allow you to have like a massive storage bin you can put on the carrier?
Yes.
Now they
Yes.
could even nerf it, like make it like drive real slow. But man, just one run, all your supplies, boom. You're not gonna take that bad boy into combat or nothing at all, or out in the deep desert really, but like into the PvP zone. But at least you could like bury your stuff back and forth. 10,000 storage on it or something.
Yes. I was thinking for the new, I guess not DLCs, the season pass or something that's coming out over the next year and a bit. One of them is called the Raiders of the Book, which is kind of like Raiders and stuff. I hope in that one they introduce like wolves and or desert foxes or just animal targets for PvE players, just to mix it up with humans all the time.
Is that what they're saying? They're gonna have animals?
No, this is my hypothesis for how I hope things go. So that's what I'm hoping for that one. And then the other one after that is called like the Water Shippers Ward or something.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that one they're going to create essentially like a big water container that's portable that you can haul under your carry-on. And then like people can shoot it and you can like fight over hauling water places.
Oh, that's cool.
Not just hauling spice as well.
I forgot to get water right now. You mentioned it. I'll come back and get it later.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping is added in those upcoming expansions. As much as fighting humans all the time, it does prepare you for the PvP side of things, because some of them are quite tough, especially in the later dungeons.
I want them to have like a weekly event or something, or like Sea of Thieves has like a you can like take over like the frickin' what's his name, Flameheart ship and all that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe they'll have like industrial harvester out there. It shows up, and you gotta like fight over it or something. And your guild can like fight other guilds, take control of it, and you can harvest for like a couple hours if you get control of it. It just drives around at a location. I don't know. It could even be like
part of those reoccurring mission things is trying to be implemented through the Landsrat system, but the Landsrat system needs a little bit more to incentivize people to engage with it more and get it involved. I mean, as much
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even understand it.
Just doing, yeah, it's tough. Because there's the like deliverables that you can bring to it that give you just a couple points, and then there's the control points, which is what I normally go to, which I just like fly to a control point and then I can gain control of it and tell the next person a trade goes by.
Like I don't even understand. It tells you here like house. What do I do here? Per Atreides House Wallach, which is the Bene Gesserit people, but like. Control point, hell, okay, control point. So control the House Wallach control point? Is that what that's saying?
Yes, the House Wallach control point is in, it's right here, C3. But yeah, so you go to there, go to the control point, you got to sit on it for about 30 seconds, and then it'll register to either.
But people will show up and try to
traders.
shoot you, though.
They can, yes. Yes.
Was that you?
Yeah, I going sideways. Yeah.
Oh, I don't see you anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
we weren't teamed up. No, I just sent you a thing.
Nope. Okay.
Is
Unless it's
Erasmus in the
team
game,
stuff.
or is he away from his computer?
I think his icon is showing yellow.
He's here though. He's in the game.
Okay.
He's on our team.
He accepted it, I guess. So. What's up?
He's not in the chat though, is he?
Check the Discord here, but I don't think so.
Oh, I get some water on me.
He says, "Train, I'm on it too." Okay, making another chip. So he's doing something.
Hold on. What? He's not in our chat out here. Maybe he's doing something.
He sent that message at almost an hour and a half, an hour ago.
Let's see here. This is a boring live stream, everyone. Sorry if it's just traveling, taxiing stuff, but it's got to be done.
You could re-put this under the, what's the Twitch one? The just chatting or the talking one instead of a Dune specific.
Oh yeah.
Just chatting.
I guess so. Well, technically we're in deep desert, so I don't know.
As much as the just chatting category is mostly just a bunch of ladies in a bunch of fluffy blankets sitting at desks.
Oh no, you're talking about on Twitch. You're talking about just chatting.
On Twitch,
Yeah. Oh, that's like, or like they're pretending to cook in their kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's just a shot of behind them for everyone to see. Yeah, like you're really cooking something real. Okay. I'm not hating though. That's what I'd be doing too. If I could do that.
So there was
a lot of that they used to have the hot tub one, right, where they're in the jacuzzi playing Mario or something.
Oh,
It's like, okay. Yeah, you're really a gamer, sure.
Yeah, that was
It's kind of died out a little, hasn't it though?
I think it got very
Nerfed, or what do you want to call it?
restricted by the Twitch program.
What was that video where some girl on Twitch got caught in the reflection? She was getting, basically, I think she was in a different country. They're going at it, but then they did, and then all you could see is her torso, but then in the reflection on the window, you could see it, so they got in trouble. It's like, what the heck, dude? Twitch is not kid-friendly at all, that's for sure.
No.
Well, YouTube's a little bit better.
Well, YouTube I think also has a little bit more.
They have YouTube Kids too.
Stuff too, yeah, the YouTube Kids, yeah.
My kid watches all YouTube all day. Skibidi Toilet and frickin' Unspeakable and.
Oh, all the brain rot, I guess, getting to you.
You watch the Skibidi Toilet, no, or Unspeakable. The guy like, today we're gonna fill our house with 1,000 bags of packing peanuts and jump off the balcony into it, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I did do stuff like that. We're playing hide and go. We're making a giant creeper building. It looks like a creeper from Minecraft. That was like one of the latest ones. And they make it into an apartment inside.
Oh.
And then they destroy it with hammers and sledgehammers and stuff. Oh, Fabby Raptor's got to go. All right, Fabby. Hey, 15 people watching on YouTube? I did at one point.
What's this?
It's pretty good.
Oh, we got a special Walker Sandcrawler engine, MK6.
That we have?
Yeah, it looks. I got a schematic for it, but I haven't built it, so I didn't know what the unique stats were.
Oh yeah.
Just compare. 80 kilometers an hour. This thing goes so fast.
Man. dehydrated, but I'm about to get some water here in a second. Oh god. That was going crazy there. A little drink of water there.
Yeah, I'm grabbing water every time I.
Dude, there's no water here. Wow.
Yeah, leave the deep desert base.
Does he have that's still in here?
I don't think so. I think the purpose of that base was mostly just to be a depot for shipping things out.
I guess so.
A holding space. Someplace a little bit more secure than the deep desert.
Huh. Dude, there's so much stuff.
I've got most of the components to the sandcrawler with me, so I'll be able to put those into one of the chests. I don't know if we have a designated chest for the sandcrawler.
We're gonna have to probably go through and redo it all.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I think there's one.
I
think there's a vehicle part one in here somewhere. Let me see if we can find it. Wow, all the stuff we got. Oh, here's vehicle parts in the second bottom ones that were left. So I'll drop all this buggy stuff in here. Ready? All right, I'm going back. One more. I need to stop and get some drink some water real quick, some flowers or something real quick. Let me put a
he might drink water from the.
He might have some actual wind up here, dude, somewhere. Let me see. Does he?
Well, you can drink water from the container. Just
but
go through
it was totally empty. There's nothing here. We need some passive water here, a little bit at least. Oh, did that kill the power? Wow. Oh, it killed the power and I can get in his room. That's all I gotta do. I'll be on the. I'm playing. I'll fix that. I won't take his stuff. We gotta figure this out. He's gonna have to get some better power here going. What's in this room over here? Nothing. Quick drop.
Well, I've got a canteen full of water. Leave it, John. So I'll be back in the regular base here soon.
Let me go see if there's any filters I can put in this thing. I don't have no dang filters, dude. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, we gotta do something here. Let's turn this off real quick while we're doing this. I don't know how substantial we're gonna make this base. Maybe I should just go ahead and destroy this. And just wait until. We'll just wait until we Damn. We make our plan to build. We probably should make a big spice refinery here, though. In this base. In this base, probably. I don't know. We'll see what the guys say. I'm waiting for kind of Erasmus to get on and see what he thinks, but he's not on the chat or nothing. Dude, I was watching. Dude, they had this freaking floods in Texas, dude. Like the whole like summer camp got like a bunch of kids got killed. I was like, what the heck, dude? You saw that?
Oh no, I didn't hear about that news.
Yeah, yeah. That's some flood. The summer camp, like, this is like 16 kids got killed or something in a flood. Some crazy, dude. That's just a nightmare, dude. Just situation.
Oh, like 1 day ago. It says 14 children. In
Yeah,
Texas.
it's recent. 14. Yeah, I think some of the killed were the counselors too.
Yeah. Oh, it says there was a total of 51 people who passed away.
Could you imagine if you're like an adult, dude, and like you have these little kids running around? What do you do? Like, and there's like more of them than you.
Yeah.
And then it's like the flood's coming in. You can't like save all. You can't save every kid. It's crazy to think about. You're not gonna be able to save them all. It's nuts. You have only 2 hands. Like, what are you gonna do? It must be just a night. That's a nightmare scenario, dude.
Yeah.
And then you would feel guilty the rest of your life if you know what I'm saying, if you lived or whatever. You'd probably have to go to counseling the rest of your life.
Yeah, you would have to, like therapy. Yeah.
I bet you that's probably how some of those counselors died. So I guess I'm guessing they just died with the kids or something, trying to save them, put them on a tree or I don't even know, top of a building. I don't even know. I don't know the layout of that place, but yeah, it's just nuts, dude. Like they don't know that thing's in flood zone. Someone's getting sued. Cause like
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how.
Like, summer camps, you should know it's in a flood zone. Like you have strict county rules for that stuff, but just basically, I don't know. I don't know how that works. If it was right on the riverbank or something. It's every year it's every time those floods hit Texas. Every time. Couple years back, they had the one where the wife and the mom and the kid were like on the phone, like the house broke off into the river. Like in the house that's deteriorating, floating down, getting demolished, and like they're on the phone. The mom's like on the phone with the kid, like calling the dad. Oh, we're in the river. They died. They ended up dying. That's sad. That's like a long time. That's a couple years ago.
I'm just in the deep desert. I'm on the way with that computer on a water.
There's like nothing you can do. Oh, before I do this. Flowers around here. I gotta get a drink of water real quick.
Yeah, I'm bringing you. I'll share my lead time with you. Just stay tight at the base. Pulling in.
What the heck?
Yeah.
There's like no water around the base. No, I have to go to that testing station and go farm it. His hangar here is a little tight to get into it.
Oh, I'll park on the roof.
No, I'm just saying I'm gonna park on the roof too. You know what I'm saying? His little parking spots.
Yeah, in the bottom, the stalls. Yeah.
They're a little tight parking in there.
Oh, with the assault. Yeah, they're good for the scout. It is a nicely designed base, though. I do like the look of it, with like a little pagoda outside or something. Yeah.
Abe Pagoda. That is a famous actor, I think, or a famous comedian, I think, or whatever. I could have sworn I had a bunch of fuel cells.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in the at the deep desert base.
Okay, we're gonna go get. Oh, we're gonna go get him then.
Yeah, and I'll bring you the water first, so that way you don't die. You're gonna start losing health here soon, I think.
I already am.
Yeah.
I could just fly down here and get some. Oh yeah, I'm hobbling. I'm limping.
Yep.
I'm limping, guys. I go. There's no water anywhere around here. I was gonna go fly and find some. I hear you.
Yeah, I see ya. Watch out.
I wish I had the skins from the movie for the ornithopters from the movie, like the bumblebee one. That'd be cool, right? Like the transport.
Okay, I dropped it. Grab it.
I'm thirsty. Do you want it back?
You can use the whole thing. Yeah, like you can drink all the water, but yeah, I'll take the liter jar back.
There you go. I'm gonna head back and get more stuff.
Yep, that's what I'm going to. Actually, I gotta jump on. But he said it was the third from the right that had all the vehicle parts.
Second from the left, bottom one.
Oh, I see.
The medium, I think.
Yep. It's got a bunch of parts.
We know we have the carrier too, right? We have a carrier and a harvester. So we have all that built. I think he parked the carrier. So he made a giant carrier hangar at the other base.
Oh, I see.
And then
I haven't seen it yet.
it's cool. We're gonna have to all be on at the same time to go do an operation one of these days because like what to figure it out. People solo those things though. I don't. How do they do it? They go drop it, land it, then what? Get into the other. I don't know how they do it.
I think so, yeah, because it's not like storable. You can't store it. So.
But wouldn't it like bring the worm?
Eventually, I mean, maybe they're relying on other people being there to distract the worm. Like I don't know if they're doing it solo, but then you're doing it in a big PvP zone. So.
Yeah. But supposedly people are soloing these things. It seems reckless, or not reckless, but risky.
I mean, I think it might help for one of the unique schematics that Sandpost has. It's like reduced worm detection shreds or something. So if you have that, you can probably be able to live longer. The secret to doing that successfully is having those.
We have a little shack base down here too. I got some items and that. Not many. Maybe, is that what we're gonna do this week? Is make manufacturing back at the border base, or one of the bases, and then bring stuff back to Haga when we go out here?
I don't think we're gonna do much manufacturing at all in the deep desert. I think it's just resource collection and then ferrying back and forth.
Because I think he was saying that we're just gonna build the large spice refinery and the large reactor, not reactor, but or there, and just do a small frickin' storage base or something here in deep desert.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I beat that water shipper's mansion mission. That was annoying. Were you watching me play that the other day?
Was, yeah.
That was
I was
annoying.
trying to give you advice on where that guy was to give you the access to the secret tunnel.
There was no secret tunnel to get in. It just went around the. It just went around the back. There's no way to get into that main compound. I just jumped over the wall.
Oh.
I just jumped over the wall and went in. And this. I ran into the building, and then they were like, "Meh." I checkpointed it though. I did the checkpoint cheat. Just rushed it everywhere with the running and the.
When I completed that, I had the full suspension belt. So when you like spawn in, you land on that sort of rock outcropping that's separate from that water shipping mansion base.
Yeah.
So I just climbed to the top of that and then used my Shigabar claw to like propel me forward, and I just full suspension belted into like the center of the compound, and then just went in from So I didn't do any of the like dialogue with the guy that tells you where the tunnel is, and like any stuff like that. I just flew in from the sky on a suspensor belt.
Dude, I have Mark 6 wings on this thing, on this assault. You got Mark 6 wings on yours?
Nope. All my assault is full aluminum, which is 5.
Yeah, I need Mark 6 wings on this. Go a lot faster on this. Sorry, this is a boring stream, guys. Whoever's watching. But I wanted to stream, but then I have to do this, so it's kind of a weird situation. We gotta move this stuff out of here. Yeah, we're gonna make this a little bit more efficient next time. We're not gonna do this big base out here like this.
Oh, but I don't know there, AC. I think I might be slowly trying to recruit terrain expanse to join me on the Harkonnen side of things.
Well, I want to go over too eventually. I wanted to max out all the Atreides stuff, and then
do that first.
and then betray them. But they need to be able to go back and forth, like maybe once a month or reset it or something. I don't know how they'll do that.
No, you can only do one betrayal. So if you do betray the Atreides, then you cut ties with them forever.
Yeah.
You can't go back.
But then what if they have more storylines later on in DLCs? Something. You can never play them?
I imagine. Well, they'll continue the story, or regardless of which house you're in, Harkonnen or Atreides. Because like for climbing in the Atreides and climbing in Harkonnen, it like if you're level 3 Atreides, and then you betray them at level 3, you'll start like it transfers over 1-to-1, so you'll be level 3 Harkonnen. Now the quest line sort of continues the same, but instead of reporting to your curate or whatever, you'll report to people. Like it just sort of switches you there.
Listen again!
Oh, hey, it's got a new follower. Nice, Rebecca. Thank you for following on Twitch. Yeah, cool.
I got that Lisa Al-Gaib little emote. Yeah, that's good.
I custom made that
yourself.
Oh, I made
it
it all.
Did,
I made that whole little setup, dude. I did it. It took me like hours and hours to figure it out.
It's cool. It's good. It really fits the Dune stuff. Yeah.
I had to get the sounds. I mean, the GIF is already, or GIF, what do you want to call it, existed, so I just downloaded it. But then I had to get the sound of it and sync it up right. Then I had to customize the little fonts and the timing of it, and we're here at the base, guys. I am not flying this thing very good right now. Bumper tag, bumper cars. I just bumped into this guy. Bumper cars. Everybody's fleeing out of here right now, dude. There's other people.
Yeah, everybody's leaving.
Yeah, dude. Oh, let me get some water. Let me fill up some water here before I forget. Drop off some water. Okay, let's see what we got left. We got a few things. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, there's like 400,000 water there, yeah.
No, I mean, just all the stuff left to get still.
Yeah, and then we gotta take apart all of this plastone to get it out of here.
We'll probably be doing this tomorrow, too. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do
if you don't mind, I might try to nab some of this plastone for myself. I was going to switch up my base. My base that I have my personal one. Well, I think you've flown by it. It's right on the south side of Hager Rift, on the edge of the eastern Vermilius Gap, and it's a long flight if I want to get Jasminium or anything else in the deeper, higher level zones. So I was going to relocate my base to the Udam region.
I'm going to
Plastinium and stuff. So
Oh yeah. So I'm going to put the. I'm going to carry the vehicle parts in my inventory because I can put more of them. But they're you know what I'm saying? They're individual.
Yeah, the individual pieces. Yeah.
Let's see of it, and then this actually works good.
And the stuff that's big volume amounts. You fit
Yeah.
on the
Let's
helicopter.
see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if I can carry this. Okay. Okay. Got that storage knocked out. Let's see here.
All right. Watch out! I'm coming in hot to the base, so careful. This chest.
Let's see. What can I do here? This is working out a little better. I'm full up now. What do I have? Have any big volume stuff? No. I'm maxed out now. So I'll carry those. Yeah. A little bit of that. A little bit of those. A little bit of them. Let's see here. Ornithopter. 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 Let's see here. Ah. Just one item left. This is a junky tread for a bike, dude. We don't need this thing, dude. Some of the stuff's gonna just be trashed. Let's see
I
here.
got space in my own inventory here. I can grab it, and then we can take apart these chests. I think most of them are empty now. So take apart the aluminum and stuff for the chests.
What can I do?
And then yeah, start taking apart the base. Oh, there's still the big water traps and stuff downstairs.
Yeah. Let's see. I almost got this. Let's dump something in here real quick so I can grab that little item. And I can toss. I can break this down. I can break this one down real quick. That way we don't. So that's good. I'm collapsing some storage here, just so it makes it a little easier to come back and forth.
I think they're all empty.
No, they're not all empty. This one right here, I'm messing with has some aluminum and stuff. Jeez Louise. Let's see here. There we go. We can kind of collapse some of this into there.
I got all the rest of that one.
Okay, they are. That one's. This is empty.
Empty. Yep, they're all empty.
Boom. Except for this middle one. This one right here I'm looking at, I'm kind of collapsing everything. When I tear one up, I'll put the stuff in it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, when I break it down, I'm just kind of dropping that in there. Like the iron or whatever the heck. Good. Actually, I could just do this. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that works out a little bit. I have one little guy left. Boom. One storage left. That's it. Actually, we did it okay. Didn't take us that long, really.
No, there's a bunch down here. There's another chest full of a bunch of lubricant.
Oh, more stuff. Oh, yeah. I think I was creating. I was doing those earlier yesterday. Okay. To basically kind of consolidate the storage. No, we definitely have more scripts to do. That's for sure. Okay.
Let's head out, and I think this will be the last job I have to do today.
Oh, this one's empty. This one's empty now.
Okay.
I'll leave this crate here just for when we start collapsing the rest of this stuff too. What's left? What is left? We have. I'm gonna move it over there by the water.
Okay.
And then that way we can drop these parts in there later. And that's looking good.
Left is to take all the water out, and or just the large water containers, get those
That's it.
disassembled.
Yeah.
And then get all the plastistone out of there for the crafting material. And there is one bug going down in the basement.
It's Erasmus's.
It's Rasmus's, yeah. So don't take it about that.
I don't know if I'm gonna come back again right now. I think I'm gonna go do something real quick on the stream, venture, or maybe sort stuff at the base.
That would be that's a monumental task.
Yeah, it's not really too bad. I kind of like doing that. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, it helps because you can like grab stuff in the chests, transfer it to like your ornithopter inventory. Like, because your ornithopter can pull a bunch, and then go to another chest and reorganize it all. Because your ornithopter carries so much more than you do.
What time is it right now? 3:30. I'm gonna have to probably have to get off and go because we're gonna barbecue again. Oh wait, Erasmus is here.
Rasmus is. I just got a message from him too. Yeah. Message in the party chat, I think.
I don't know if he can hear us on the. Oh, he's in the game. Why don't I? If he's in the game, then why isn't he on chat? Let me write him again.
I can not message him.
Me too. Yeah, I just wrote him.
Actually, I don't know if that's a.
What's that?
I don't know if that's a unique term or a Canadian slang or something. Demobbing. Is that a term you're aware of? Or
Demobbing? I never heard of that.
Yeah,
what does that mean? What does that mean?
That means.
Is that a gaming thing?
Mob is, I guess, a short term for mobilizing. So
Yeah.
demobilizing or demobbing would be like evacuating.
Well, it sounds like something for like World of Warcraft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess with mobs, yeah.
I don't know all those terms, like all those kind of. Like I guess they're calling these. They keep calling these in this the PvP the griefers. They call them Zergs and all that here in this
Yep,
from.
yeah. Well, I think Zerg is originally a term from.
It's from StarCraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was.
But the aspect of it of arriving at a location with an overwhelming amount of people, that's applicable to any game.
Remember when StarCraft 2 came out?
PvP.
It was like 2010 or 9, I think it was, something like that. And I went to a midnight release of it at a GameStop in California. I was home on vacation there. And it was like people around the corner. It's still in the good old days, dude, when you can go, everyone lines up to get their copy, and it was fun.
I remember in my, well, quite a long time, a couple of years ago, when one of the first video games I ended up playing was Skyrim. And yeah, I had to buy a physical copy of Skyrim at the local EB Games. And yeah, I waited there for like a couple of hours the day before.
That game's awesome, still to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed in Starfield a little bit. It was kind of cool, Starfield, but then it was... The problem with Starfield is that you're in space. There's not a whole lot to do in space, to me. You're floating around the orbit of the planet, and that's all. There's no, like, exploring stars and asteroids
like
and...
sky and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's what kills it. It kills the game.
Yeah, No Man's Sky does that really well.
Are there?
There's planet you fly, and it's just like the whole entering the atmosphere, landing on the planet, and all that. It's cool.
And there's very little like missions like hey, go and take out the pirate mob around some asteroid or something or whatever. There's none of that. It's just like really very limited. And you can just bypass all the space stuff pretty much if you want. It's just kind of like. I had fun with it for what it was, but I don't touch it at all anymore. Yeah, that game kind of failed, I think. Starfield. Dude, it was pretty cool though, and when you first play it, it's like up front for the first like couple weeks, and then after you beat the story, you're like, okay, whatever. There's no longevity to it, you know? Not like Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, Skyrim got a lot of longevity, adding mods to it as well.
They have mods on. To me, what really the worst part of a Starfield was the just not being able to fly wherever you want, or more places. You're limited to the orbits around these planets, and then you can't land on the planet. I can only go in certain places on the planet. Yeah, it kind of killed it. And if Star Citizen manages to pull it off, it's going to be just an epic. If it pulls it off with what they're trying to do, it'll be a really good game. But that remains to be seen, right? Good dude, because when they came out with that jump, the jump, you know, Star Citizen, you can jump to. They have another star system now in there. Yeah, what's it called? Not Inferno, but whatever it is. Anyways. But when you go through it, when you jump to that system, it's like this most laggy, just bugged out mess trying to go to the next star system. And that's really the last time I played it when that patch came out. And I was like, dude, this sucks. You can't barely even. I have a 4090 card and all this good stuff. And you can't even play the game. It's just like, okay, whatever. I just gave up. And then the missions are bugged out. You can't go and do all the missions to make farm money. You can't. They're all bugged out. It's just still the same mess it's always been. This is kind of like. And then when they patch, you lose your money. So if you do manage to grind out money, it gets patched, and then boom, you lose. You start over. They wipe you.
Oh, there's not like a bank system like Dune has where you can put your stuff in there.
Well, because it's an alpha build, the game. It's all alpha.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's that early. Yeah, true.
If they had that, that'd be awesome. And I haven't looked at it. Maybe they got something like that now. I don't know. I haven't looked at it since the last time I loaded that game up was, I think, when they came up with that jumping to the other system. Anybody in the chat that still plays it, let me know. But I'm not even going to bother with it anymore until the single player game comes out, which is supposed to be next year, I think, right? Supposedly. They have a single player game coming out, like a story game that's like Crisis or something. You know those games, those story missions, the story kind of games? And they're going to have that comes out, and supposedly, with a year or two later, Star Citizen comes out. But so I'm just going to wait for Squadron 42. I'll probably play it on this stream, on this channel, actually, when that comes out. And then when that comes out, I'll probably play Star Citizen on here too. Eventually. Dude, that game has been how many years now in development? Since 2012-ish? When did they first actually like start developing it? Technically, 2012, I think. So I'm pretty sure the game has actually been in development for like actually forever, for like since like 2009 or something. Like when they first started planning to do it, Chris Roberts. Where's the... There it is. So now we have power, I think. I added a little bit more power to this place. Let's see here. So how are we looking here? I think we're gonna do. I don't know what he wants to do with it, all this, but I think we're putting. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna put the stuff in here. What's aluminum? I thought I had aluminum. Maybe I left it back there. I hope I didn't leave it on the floor out there. That's possible. Oops.
I have 23 aluminum I'm depositing into one of the chests here. Give me a second.
So we're gonna get that out. This is all parts. Let's see here. Weapons parts right there. Vehicle parts in here. I'm gonna run out of room here probably. No, I got a little bit more.
Oh, there's some vehicle parts up in
We're filled up, dude. This
chest up here.
This box is filled up.
Alrighty, OAC. I have to make a couple chips, but I gotta get back to some IRL stuff. A bit. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we pretty much got it all.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I saved you 3 extra chips. That would have.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot of time.
I'm gonna organize this stuff. It's fun.
Okay.
Do some housekeeping here. Housekeeping? You need towel? After I do that, I'm about to get off too, probably. You ever watch Tommy Boy? You know what I'm talking about?
I have not. No clue.
Oh, what? Oh, it's with frickin' what's his face? He's dead. Saturday Night Live. I can't think of his damn name. Fat guy. Chris Farley.
Nope.
You never saw Tommy Boy? Well, go watch that movie. It's great.
Okay, then I'll put it on the plan for tonight.
It's Chris Farley. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it? Nope. I think I might be a slightly different generation than you, AC.
You got to watch all those
Before
Happy
my
Madison
time.
movies. All those kind of movies are great. All those.
Okay.
Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. You've seen Coneheads. That's all Canadian.
Yes.
Those are all Canadians. You should know. I thought those guys were national treasures up there.
Yes.
Dan
they actually
Aykroyd
are.
and all of them.
For a very brief amount of time, they ran the government too. But no.
Who was that guy in that city? Was that Toronto? The dude, the mayor, Ford? Where was that at?
Oh yes, Doug Ford in Toronto. Yes.
He'd be like, okay. He would. I can't even say it on here. Probably the stuff he used to say to the press. I said, I never ate out. I never did that sexual act to a lady, because I have plenty of that at home. The dude was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That was the good old days when. That was old school Canadian sense of humor voting that guy in, I think.
Yeah.
You've never seen Strange Brew?
Nope.
Dude, and you're Canadian.
Yeah, but I think that's stuff all before my time.
Dude, you gotta watch Strange Brew. You need to write these down. Strange Brew. Max von Sydow's in that movie. Rick Moranis. You know Rick Moranis. He's Canadian too.
Yes. I do know McCranus, yeah.
But you gotta watch. I don't think Chris Farley, is he Canadian? Or was he American?
Well, if he was doing Saturday Night Live, I imagine probably, yeah.
But like Chevy Chase is American. He was not Canadian. He was born in like New York or something, I think. But some of those guys, like Dan Aykroyd, right? He's Canadian, right? So was Bill Murray. Isn't he Canadian too? Or is Bill Murray American?
I think Bill Murray's American.
Is he?
Sure.
Adam Sandler's American, right?
Yep.
Let's see who else. What about Oh, Rebecca on Twitch. She's answering back about Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy is a classic. Housekeeping. You need towel. Oh man. Basically, Tommy Boy, it's Chris Farley. He works for his dad's company, and then he's got to go sell like the what are they, automotive or what the hell are they selling? I can't even remember. He's a traveling salesman, and he's got to go and save the company. And it's him and David Spade. He's Canadian, isn't he? I'll get on a rant here,
David
guys.
Spade?
Isn't he Canadian? Is that his name, David Spade? Is that his name?
No, he's American as well. Yeah, because David Spade is in a lot of those movies with Adam Sandler.
David.
Isn't it him, David Spade, and two other guys?
David Spade is awesome too.
Yeah, he's American.
He's American. But I don't remember if yeah, Bill Murray's American. It was what's his face was Canadian, right? His he died though from Ghostbusters. Egon, I can't think of his name. It was Harold Ramis. He's American too. Let's see here. What's the all? Yeah, AI is so awesome. I can just look it up. Dude, you leave the L off. It tries to make you all. It gives you all the government people from the Canadian government. I put all Canadian. I tried to type SNL actors. I put SN actors, and it gave me all like, oh, the prime minister or the senator or this guy. And it was like, what the hell? Okay, so Dan Aykroyd, Mike Myers, Catherine O'Hara, Jason Reitman, Rachel McAdams. She's Canadian?
Rachel McAdams, yeah.
Taron Killam, I don't know who the hell that is. Lorne Michaels, that's the guy who writes for it, right? And created it. Samantha, I guess there's not that many that are Canadian compared to the Americans. Because Dana Carvey's American, right? But Mike Myers is Canadian. Are they both Canadian? I think Dana Carvey is American. Yeah, he's American. Dude, Mike Miles, Wayne's World, dude, you've seen Wayne's World. Don't tell me you've never seen that. You're gonna tell me you've never seen Wayne's World, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Come on. Oh man. Next you're gonna tell me you've never seen Caddyshack.
Nope, I haven't seen that either.
Oh goodness, dude.
These are all movies before my time.
But these are classics that like I don't understand. Like I've watched movies. I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the 70s, but I grew up in the 80s. I was an infant in the 70s, so I don't remember anything. But like, I watched Humphrey Bogart films when I was a kid, like black and white, Three Stooges. I knew who like these people were, frickin' from like the 30s and 40s actors. Like I watched Marilyn Monroe movies. I grew up watching the old stuff. Gone with the Wind, Clark Gable, Humphrey Bogart, Peter Lorre. Remember the old guy, Peter Lorre? He was the bad guy from Maltese Falcon. Like, you ever seen, like, of course I'm a film guy on top of that, but yeah, I grew up watching, I've watched silent films. I grew up watching everything. African Queen, okay. Humphrey Bogart.
No, geez, before this list gets too long here, AC, I gotta head out. So,
Treasure of Sierra Madre. Tell me you've seen.
No, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
I'll keep going, guys. Casablanca. That's one of the greatest films ever made in film history. Here's looking at you, kid. And those aren't even Canadian stuff. All right, guys, I'm alone now. He left. He had to run away. I was getting too filmy on him. Yeah, I told you guys that story before. To the chat, you guys watching. I took 2 film classes in college, and I didn't have to watch anything because I've seen every movie. So I just write my papers. Okay, we're gonna do films through the decade. That was one of the things in one of the college classes. I was like, okay, I got. So some of the things I had to go watch, but like, it was like, oh, pick these. You have a list of movies, and then it was like, oh, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Seen it 100 times. I wrote my own paper on it, off memory. The next one was like, whatever movie. And then it was like, I got A+ in both of those classes. Pretty much from memory of movies. I didn't have to look up anything. I was like, that's kind of cheating, right? I probably knew more film stuff than the professor. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I know I did, because I always know more movie stuff than anybody I meet. Unfortunately. Let's see here. Actually, I've never met a person. Now, I've seen trivia shows where people are hella smart on like these game shows, or like on YouTube movie trivia. It's crazy, like, or they'll know like the key grip in this movie, or the who was the associate producer of this movie in 1980. Like that stuff, you know, I don't really know, but like I've never met a person like that in real life. But then I've never met a person that knows more movies than me. So there's one guy at my work. He's pretty good. He knows a lot. Let's move some of this stuff around. Let's get the ore out of here. We're cleaning house here, guys. We're cleaning house. Actually, I could do this. Use this to transfer. We're gonna move that out of here. No, we keep those can stay. Those can go. Spice can go over here. Ooh, that's gonna get moved. That's gonna get moved. That's gonna get moved. That's gonna get moved. Those are gonna get moved up. That's moving. And we're looking good here. We're organizing, guys. We are organizing. This is all parts as well. Dude, I scared him off with movie stuff. Isn't that funny? He's like, I gotta go. I was like, oh, I don't know any movies. That's hilarious. I can actually drop this wing here. Have more spots in here, dude? Nope. Oh, I gotta get these out of here, though. Dude, look at all that paste we got, dude. Okay, so where are we gonna put all that? Where are we putting all the paste? Okay, oh god, what a mess in here, dude. That's all gear. What have we got in here? Now this can be the paste. This can be where we put all the paste. So we'll put that. Silicone blocks, paste, fuel, lubricant, all gonna go in here. So let's take all this stuff out. So we can drop that in there. That can go there. Like these filters can go on this one. Paste. Spice will drop somewhere else. So we're gonna take out all the crafting type stuff right here. This is gotta go too. So this can be, yeah, that's gotta get out. That's gotta get out. Actually, strontium fibers can stay in here. Let's move all this stuff up here. Fuel. Up at the top. Oh, this has got to leave. Yep, these can stay here. Fuel, that's going to go. That's going to go. We got, that's going to go. So let's see what else we got in here. Okay, let's go back. So here we're gonna put raw material, or no, ingots, I mean. So yeah, so ingots are gonna go there. Or we put raw over here. So we're gonna move all this out eventually. Oh, we got fuel in here. Let's go down here. Got weapons and gear. Vehicle parts. Yep, we are stacked. We can get that in there. We cannot. We're maxed out on that one. Same thing here. Filling it up. More gear over here. Boom. All this is all should all just be gear and weapons and stuff. So so far so good. Here we're doing raw materials. No, I said we're doing ingots, so we're gonna take that out. Ingots. So that's gonna come out. That can go out. This can go. This can go. This can go. This can stay. This can go out. Do aluminum. Yep. Good. This is gonna go. Holy smokies. This stuff can all stay. This is all gonna have to go. That's gonna move. That's gonna move. Wow, look at all that. Let's move it all up here so we can collapse the storage a little bit. Get in there. So let's go back. So we're going back. We're gonna be moving fuel and all that good stuff over here. Right there. That can move out. The spice can move out. We have a container for the spice. That's the question. Oh, here we go. I'll put spice and stuff in here. So we're gonna move some of this out, actually. Look at this metal. See, all that's got to come out, dude. Wow. Weird. This is work. This is boring stuff here, guys. Boring stuff. Sorry about this. Dude, I ain't got... Where's the raw stuff going, dude? Oh, where are we putting the raw? Over here. That's right. We're putting raw... No. Wait a minute. I don't have a place for raw materials. Holy crap, we don't have a place for raw. So I guess I need to make another storage? I'm not gonna make a new, I'm gonna make one of these. This will be good enough. Yeah, so all the raw stuff's gonna go in here. Boom, boom, boom. See what I'm doing there, guys? All right. Wow. Spiced metal can go there too for raw. You can drop this over. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, look how fast it's filling up. Holy crap, look at that metal. Oh, I don't know if we have that much raw stuff. Let's check this out. A lot of gear, dude. A lot of gear. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Ingots. We're getting there. Take that out. There's raw stuff. Wow, look at all this. Okay, so I can drop that here because that's going to be ingots. Got that, but I can take all this out. There you go. But probably... We're out of room here, dude. No, Stravidium we're gonna leave here. And this one. Take this food out. Take that out. Take that out. Spice is going in here. Let's see. More spice. Residue. Do ourselves some... Dude, we're maxed, homie. We better make another big one, dude. Wow, that's probably what we're gonna do. But this stuff comes and goes so fast. I could actually just make some stuff here, probably. What am I missing to make some, Oh, we're missing water. That's the problem. Yep. That's the problem. Wow. We don't have any water, so we're going to have to do some serious... But we got to make some water stuff here. Some passive water here at this base. At least make a death still, or I'll make one of these. I'll make a couple filters, guys. Let's see here. We're out of plant fiber. Imagine that, out of plant fiber. These are not very good, but we'll get a little bit of this going here. I gotta get off the stream because I gotta cook for the family. Get a little passive water going here for this place. I'll get back on later. Get these going here. 15 hours uptime. At least get a little bit of water going on here, so we're not totally dry, bone dry. Like all the time. I thought I made another one. Is that it? Is that all I made? Oh, plant fiber we ran out of. That's what it was. Okay, that's cool. So we got a little bit of passive water going. Yeah, look, I can make steel. We can make more aluminum, 65. I don't have a lot of water, but we can at least, because we got enough to make 10 more plastinium. That's gonna suck all the water out, though. Wow. Suck a little bit of that ore up. I might just have to make a big guy, guys, and put all that stuff in there because it's filling up quick. Oh, let's make another cheap one. More storage here. Okay. Good on that. So, I didn't move that. Dude's kind of... a little bit better. Well, let's see what we got here. Gear. I can go there. Kind of put food there too, I think. That's it. Parts. That's full. I'm all like metal, dude. Dude, take some of this metal out. It didn't even take it all out. We have way too much metal. Way too much metal on here, dude. We're good on metal. That's for damn sure. There you go. More parts. Drop that metal in there. It's fine. More components. We're out of more vehicle stuff. Oh yeah, up here. This is this random junk in here. So we can drop these parts in there. That's gonna get moved to here. That too. I mean, technically, this needs to be out. We need to make a separate thing from our vehicles parts. So I'll come back in there in a little while. Go back in here. Here we go. So we're doing fuel. There we go. Getting there. Oh, there's one over here too. I didn't see these blood bags. Oh, okay. We got stuff in here. We'll move all that eventually. Okay. Vehicle parts. Random stuff I'm just going to put in here for now. I'll take those. No. Random stuff. Got it. It's kind of organized now. Oh, I gotta take that out. There we go. There it is. We got all our metal in there. So this is circuit 3 going in. And then, yeah. So let's go back over here. Beautiful. We can go in here and reorganize that eventually. Let's see. That's parts. Dude, this is like full of parts, isn't it? This is full of freaking tons of parts. Oh, these got 100. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it, dude. For now. Yep, because I gotta wind the stream down and go cook. All right, everyone. I think we got it pretty better organized than we used to. I got some passive water going now, finally. I mean, not that much, but it's gonna It's gonna get us a little bit going. Not much, but by the time we get in here, it'll fill up. It'll fill up a good amount. So, oh, I gotta park that vehicle inside. It's actually a long stream, guys. Yep, time to get off. Alrighty, we moved our base, and there's a little bit more to move out of there. Parking here. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you guys watching me do boring, tedious stuff today on the game. But, it's kind of fun for me, though. Alright, everyone. Just make sure to like, sub, and all that good stuff. And I probably won't be streaming again today. I will be on the game again, but I'm not going to live stream again today because I don't do the night times anymore. Too tired. But be on, hopefully, the weekday evenings. I got to see how that schedule's going to work. So, hopefully, tomorrow evening around... Hopefully, I can get on for at least an hour every night from 7 to 8-ish. I can stream, so I'm going to check my schedule and move things around and all that good stuff. So until then, I will see you guys next time.